Welcome back to Chalkline Crime and today's educational video. In our first case, imagine a sunny day in July, the year 1989, in the small town of Bella Vista, Arkansas. A young woman named Dana Stum disappears, only to be found brutally murdered weeks later. A case that still haunts the quiet community to this day. Dana Stum, just 18, was last seen on the afternoon of July 25th, 1989. She had just left the local grocery store and was heading home, a routine so ordinary it barely warranted a second thought. Yet, that was the last time anyone saw Dana alive. Her car was found abandoned the following day. The groceries she had bought were still inside, a chilling testament to the abrupt nature of her disappearance. In the days that followed, a search party scoured the area. Dread grew as the days passed with no sign of Dana. It wasn't until September 16th, almost 7 weeks later, that the worst fears of the community came true. Dana's body was found in a secluded area, not far from where her car had been discovered. The autopsy revealed she had been brutally murdered. Despite the diligent efforts of the local police and the Arkansas State Police, no one was ever charged for Dana's murder. The case was riddled with difficulties from the start. There were no witnesses, no obvious suspects, and the physical evidence was sparse. Over the years, several theories have emerged about who might have been responsible for Dana's death. Some pointed fingers at a local man who was known to have a crush on her. Others suggested that Dana had stumbled upon something she wasn't meant to see, perhaps a drug deal gone wrong and paid the ultimate price. In the end, all these theories remain just that, theories. The person who murdered Dana Stum has never been brought to justice. Her case remains open, haunting the small town of Bella Vista and reminding us all of the fragility of life. In summary, the unsolved murder of Dana Stum is a chilling tale of a young life cut short. Found brutally murdered weeks after her disappearance in 1989, her case remains one of Arkansas's most haunting unsolved mysteries. The lack of witnesses, sparse physical evidence, and absence of obvious suspects have all contributed to the enduring mystery surrounding her death. Despite the passing of over 3 decades, the memory of Dana Stum lives on. Her case serves as a stark reminder of the dangers that lurk even in the most idyllic of small towns. It also underscores the importance of relentless pursuit of justice for Dana and for all victims of such heinous crimes. Until the day comes when her killer is finally brought to justice, the ghost of Dana Stum will continue to haunt Bella Vista, the small town that knew her best, and the rest of Arkansas, a state that still mourns the loss of one of its own. The unsolved murder of Dana Stum remains a chilling testament to the darkness that can lurk in the most unexpected places. If you have any information regarding the unsolved murder of Dana Lionel Stum, please contact Benton County Sheriff's Office at 479-271-1008. In our second video, in the quiet town of Fort Smith, Arkansas, a chilling mystery began to unfold on the evening of December 1st, 1994. A young woman, Melissa Witt, just 19 years old, was abruptly snatched from her life, her disappearance leaving a gaping hole in the community and a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Melissa Witt was a beloved figure in her hometown, known for her bright smile and kind heart. On that fateful December evening, she had planned to meet her mother for dinner, a routine outing that would devolve into a nightmare. Melissa never arrived at the restaurant. She vanished from the parking lot of Bowling World, a local hotspot where she had left her car. The initial search for Melissa was widespread and relentless, with local authorities and community members joining forces to comb through every inch of Fort Smith. Tragically, their search would end 6 weeks later, when a chilling discovery was made in the Ozark National Forest. It was there that Melissa's body was found, an ending too cruel for a life so young. The subsequent police investigation was extensive, but despite the tireless efforts of local law enforcement, no solid leads ever emerged. Numerous suspects were questioned, their connections to Melissa scrutinized, but none of these inquiries led to any arrests. The case of Melissa Witt's murder remained and still remains unsolved. Over the years, Melissa's case has attracted the attention of numerous cold case investigators and true crime enthusiasts. They've combed through the case files, re-examined the evidence and pursued new leads, all in a desperate hope to bring Melissa's killer to justice. Despite these efforts, the question of who murdered Melissa Witt still lingers. Her case, like a dark cloud, hangs over the town of Fort Smith, a constant reminder of the tragedy that befell one of their own. While the case remains cold, the memory of Melissa Witt is anything but. Her spirit remains alive in the hearts of those who knew her, a beacon of light amidst the darkness of her unsolved murder. In the world of true crime, there are cases that grip us, that refuse to let go. The murder of Melissa Witt is one such case. It's a tale of a life cut short, a community in mourning, and a murderer who remains at large. The mystery of Melissa Witt's untimely death continues to captivate, to horrify, and to demand justice. If you have any information on Melissa's murder, please call 800-440-1922.